What's up, my Aries, Libras, Cancers, and Capricorn placements? Welcome to your monthly forecast reading when it pertains to the month of November, y'all. Okay, we have 1 month left of this year. This crazy ass, hectic, just fucked up economy ass year, and now, you know, we are coming to the end when it pertains to like what this year has been really bringing in and just doing for many people. Okay, some people it has been a very trying year. For some people it has been a great year. For some people it has been a very much like up and down, wishy-washy type year. Either way, we are here to step into what November has in store for my cardinal signs. And cardinal signs, with this energy that's coming out for y'all, I really feel like this is definitely going to be a month that's going to be having like energies of transformation, energies of challenges, energies of clarity, but also that energy to where there's going to be some renewed hope. So I do feel like cardinal signs, with this energy that's coming out for y'all, this month is going to be a little trying for y'all. Okay, November. Okay, and it makes sense. Look at the fucking economy. Look at what's happening with food stamps and the government shutdown and things just not being operated in the best possible way. So now we have to learn how to adjust, basically, as a community, as a person, as a family person. So first things first, let's just start with the lessons. Like, what lessons will y'all be going through in the month of November, cardinal signs? Okay, so first things first, I did get courage. Okay, so this is going to be a month to where you are being asked to work on your courage, find your courage, or maintain your courage when it pertains to how you have to push through and push past all of the BS and obstacles that may come in your way during this month. Okay, or maybe even some of the things that may linger over from October into November as well, and you still having to kind of find that strength and that confidence to make sure that you're doing what you need to do to keep yourself and keep your head above water. Okay, you also did get imagination. All right, so this is going to be a month to where it's like, all right, let's really make sure that we're nourishing our creative mind. Let's really make sure that we're taking our dreams and really having whatever inspirations and goals that we want to go after. Let's make sure that we're still dreaming. Let's still make sure that we're creating. Let's still make sure that we're pouring into our passions and not losing focus on what the vision is. Okay, you also did get the energy of discipline. So once you take those imaginations, take those dreams, and figure out ways to bring that to reality, now is going to be a month of how we can embrace discipline with that process. Okay, but even besides it, dreams, just cardinal signs, this is going to be a very disciplined month for y'all. Okay, with your finances, with your health, with your love life, with your friends, with how you are showing up even for yourself, with self-love and self-care, because energy and times is hard to where it's like, bitch, I can get it to while somebody just want to be like, look, I'm done. I give up. I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those things to where I want y'all to embrace more humor this month as well whenever this card comes out as a lesson card. Like, embrace looking at the brighter side of things no matter what you can be going through, no matter how hard life may be for you right now. Look at life in a way, or maybe just find the type of hobbies, activities, or friends, or even outings that can help bring some sort of joy and humor into your life when it pertains to what you need to focus on. Okay, that's what I really want y'all to do. That's exactly why blame came out. All right, this is not going to be one of those months, cardinal signs, to where it's like, I blame you and I blame this and I blame that, when it pertains to how you take care of yourself and when it pertains to your responsibility towards yourself and your priorities right now. You have to really make sure that you're accepting how you're showing up for yourself, how you're protecting yourself, how you're keeping yourself in an uplifted spirit, how you're keeping yourself around uplifted spirits as well, with the correct community, correct friends, correct family members, correct lovers that you have sitting around you. This is what I want my cardinal signs to really focus on when it pertains to the month of November, because like I said, you're going to need it. All right, and this is not the time to be playing the blame game. This is the time to look in the mirror and reflect when it pertains to how are you managing to do the best that you can for yourself and for your peace. Okay, and this is why also living in denial came out last. Let's make sure that we're not living in denial about anything. This is going to be a wake-up call month when it pertains to like, look, I have to address what I have to address, face what I have to face, walk through what I have to walk through, embrace what I have to embrace. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I really feel like the death card came out for y'all, cardinal signs. Okay, because with the death card coming out, this lets me know that I feel like November is going to bring in major transformations. Okay, major, possibly even endings, to where you could be being released from something in order to step more fully into your happiness. Okay, or in order to break old patterns or even old situations that you're just being asked to like walk away from. Okay, you are going to outgrow a lot of shit in the month of November, to where it's like, you know what, I need to really focus on my fulfillment. I need to focus on my emotional stability right now, and that's exactly why the Ten of Cups came out as well. Okay, this month is going to begin with how am I emotionally fulfilling myself, and what is the path or the skills or the habits or the routines that's going to help me when it pertains to forging my path towards real happiness, towards real community, towards real support, whether romantically, friendship, family, doesn't matter. The Ten of Cups is all about how are you embracing the sense of properly caring and honoring and protecting and bringing joy into yourself right now, bringing joy into your life right now. That's exactly why joy actually came out as one of your spiritual oracle cards, okay? This is going to be a month to where I really want y'all to make sure that you're maintaining joy. I really want you to make sure that you're keeping your heart and even like your day-to-day routines and your patterns and maybe even your environment just filled with positive energy, filled with joy or joyful things that can kind of keep you uplifted when it pertains to maybe what's going on within you or maybe what's coming your way very soon, okay? And this is one of the reasons why the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress both came out in reverse. Cardinal signs, I need y'all to properly make sure that you're valuing yourself, okay? Because, and also protecting yourself and honoring boundaries this month, because even with the Empress card coming out, the Divine Feminine, the card that's all about self-worth and self-love and appreciation and values, with this card coming out along with the Queen of Pentacles, you know, this month may kind of trigger some insecurities, or it may kind of trigger some things that may make you feel like you're less than, or maybe feel like you can't accomplish something or achieve something. So November is going to really show you that, hey, you are able to do this. You just have to bet on yourself, believe in yourself, pour into yourself, protect yourself, love on yourself. So boundaries are going to be needed with yourself, with people around you, with certain habits, with certain patterns that may be blocking you from seeing that, okay? And then even with the Queen of Pentacles, self-care is also going to be neglected this month, okay? Or maybe this is what you already could be sitting in. So I don't know what stress, anger, frustration that you may be carrying, maybe centered around finances or the home or family or whatever challenges you're going through, but this is going to be a month where you have to like properly ground yourself in order to nurture oneself. Okay, that's exactly why surrender to stress came out. Cardinal signs, I don't need y'all stressing in the month of November, and I know that's very, very hard to say, especially like I said, what's going on in the economy. I get it, but you have to make sure that you're keeping yourself in positive spirits and doing positive things that bring joy and bring a smile and make you feel fulfilled, even in the little slightest way. It doesn't matter. I want you to make sure that you're not entering or going through the month of November filled with stress. Now, of course, you're going to have stressful moments. You're going to have doubtful moments. That's just life. You're a human fucking being, okay? I can't tell you to completely get rid of it, okay? Because that's just naturally what can be in us. And that's just nothing but the negative spirits, the negative energy that can get in us when it pertains to the negative thoughts, the doubt, the fear that could try to sidetrack us. I want you to make sure that you're keeping yourself on track. Even if you get a little bit of sidetrack, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? And even if you want to take a day for yourself, if you got a little sidetrack, and then the next day, get yourself back on task, get yourself back on routine, do that for yourself, okay? But you just have to find ways to make sure that you're showing up for yourself in the best way possible. So this is exactly why fairies came out for y'all as well. This one says, stop thinking so much, cardinal signs. Remember to play. Remember to take action. Remember to have fun. Remember to go with the flow. Remember to just do. Remember to start. Remember to heal. Remember to embrace, okay? So this is the time to where, like, I don't want y'all to keep or put so much pressure on yourself because you're trying to maintain something, overcome something, fight for something. This is one of the times where with the Ace of Swords coming out in reverse, I need y'all to really work on how you are being more mentally clear with yourself and not keeping yourself confused in any type of mental fog, especially with Mercury retrograde already happening in the month of November, y'all. So let's not forget about that. This is going to be a Mercury retrograde month. So, you know, whenever Mercury retrograde come around, this is going to be a time to where we have to reevaluate, readjust, reset, realign, release, remove certain things, certain habits, certain patterns, certain relationships that just no longer serve us. So, cardinal signs, this is going to be a month that's going to show you, like I said, with that death card coming out, what needs to go so you can embrace your spiritual transformation. And with the Ace of Swords coming out, I need you to make sure that you're not avoiding making the big decisions that you need to make when it pertains to how you're protecting, moving, and standing on business basically when it pertains to you, baby, okay? This is also why the King of Pentacles came out as well. This is a time to where November is trying to show you where you need more stability, but also where you need to be a little more disciplined and where you need to be a little more reliable, okay? This is a time to where you are also being access that more to your leadership energy in the month of November, okay? Career-wise, finance-wise, personal goal-wise. Stop being afraid to do, stop being afraid to adjust, okay? I did get the Four of Pentacles coming out along with the Two of Pentacles. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Ace of Pentacles came out in reverse as well. So cardinal signs, this may be a month to where finances may not be the best for y'all, okay? Ace of Pentacles coming out in reverse. There could be some delays or some obstacles that could be blocking you, maybe from certain career opportunities or getting a job or financial strains. Four of Pentacles, this is a person that's holding on tight to their money and trying to make sure that they maintain like a budget or control in order to protect themselves or in order to make sure that they pay their bills. And then the Two of Pentacles coming out reverse could represent the energy to where November may have like a sense of feeling a little overwhelmed or maybe like imbalanced, to where you could be juggling too much or not focusing enough on your priorities, which is maintaining or bringing in or managing your money. So this is going to be a very heavy stability, security, and financial month for y'all, because money may feel very much up and down. Like I said, with the government shutdown, people losing their jobs, shit is kind of getting a lot of rock, a little rocky and shit. You have to really make sure that you're finding ways to manage, okay? And that's why also like going back to the Queen of Pentacles, also coming out in reverse as well, So this is going to be a very trying month to where, with the Five of Wands coming out, I can see some conflict, chaos, tension, competition happening in the month of November. I also did get the Lovers coming out in reverse as well. All right, so this could definitely represent that there also may have to be some big decisions being centered around love and partnerships, or maybe with the Lovers, I don't always align this with like two people being together. I sometimes also align this like with your partnerships that you have with your job, or that you have with a friend, or that you have with certain habits or certain things. With the Lovers card coming out reverse, I can see that there's going to be some detachment towards what you are attached to, or whoever you're attached to, that just no longer maybe giving you that type of security or stability that you need right now in this moment, okay? With the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords coming out in reverse as well, cardinal signs, this is going to be a time to where even if progress may be moving a little slow for you in the month of November, even if you feel like you're not making the necessary success or getting the recognition, continue to keep embracing patience and continue to keep moving forward, okay? This is why the Six of Swords came out in reverse, because I don't need y'all to keep sitting in difficulty or sitting in stagnancy just because you are afraid to let go or challenge yourself or get out of your comfort zone. November is going to kind of give you that wake-up call and that push to tell you, hey, keep moving forward. No matter what challenges that you may be being faced right now, continue to keep thriving, continue to keep maintaining your faith, continue to keep working on you. That's exactly why the Hierophant card came out as well. Okay, with the Hierophant card coming out, this is definitely going to be a time to where Spirit is saying, how are you being disciplined towards your faith, towards your traditions, towards your values, towards your spiritual practices? How are you remaining committed towards who you are and where you know you need to be, or where you're going to eventually be successfully, mentally, financially, spiritually, romantically, okay? This is a time to where you're being asked to restore yourself in the best possible way. So that's exactly why the Sun came out as well, cardinal signs, okay? You're going to have your breakthrough moments, okay? That's why I said I feel like November is going to be a little challenging for y'all for a little minute, but then I can see things starting to ease up and lighten up for y'all, especially towards when the retrograde is ending, which is going to be like the end of November, okay? So with the Sun card coming out, once again, remain keeping yourself in joyful, uplifted spirits and mindsets. Continue to keep making sure that you're finding ways to honor yourself. Continue to keep making sure that you're finding ways to connect and keep yourself attached and working on your higher self. That's exactly why higher self came out as one of your spiritual oracle cards. You also did get synchronicity. This one said, cardinal signs, you're on the right path. Everything is coming together as it needs to, no matter how ugly it may be for you, okay? Things are still coming together in the ways that it needs to, and even if you cannot see it clearly right now, okay? But trust and believe, angels are being centered around you, protecting you, guiding you, leading you, showing you the signs. That's also why synchronicity came out as well. Y'all could be getting like a lot of deja vu moments, dreams, heavy, spiritual downloads and stuff, so pay attention. And that's also why water came out as well. This one says allow it to flow, cardinal signs, in the month of November, and let that shit go, whatever that shit could be. The person, the place, the job, the habits, the doubt, the fear, the worry, the anxiety, the stress, let it go, okay? So that's why in the month of November, cardinal signs, I want you to surrender to divine timing, embrace divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your timing, okay? But if a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, Be patient and trust the universal flow of things, okay? So once again, going with the flow, surrender to the natural beauty of the world, okay, in November. So take a relaxing break, spend some time in nature, and find ways to restore and replenish yourself, okay? Surrender to the fear of change. All right. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well, okay? Because y'all will be going through some changes as far as your job, your health, your relationships, everything, okay? So make sure that you're making space for that. You also did good surrender to praying more. Like I said, a lot of y'all need to kind of get back committed towards your spiritual practices or your religious practices and traditions and values and views. So give yourself over to prayer, or if you want to manifest as well, whatever you need to do to make sure that you're connecting and speaking to your higher power. And then stop comparing yourself to anybody else. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. Okay, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths and your own power. Okay, just because Betty over there got $20,000 and that person got a job don't mean that you're doing anything wrong or anything less. You are on your own journey, on your own path, and your own blessings are going to be meant for you when it's time for it to arrive. Okay, and then lastly, cardinal signs, y'all did get some angel numbers card coming out, so y'all got 2222 coming out. So y'all may be seeing 2222. This also could be an affirmation, okay? Whenever you do see it, whether in your dreams, whether in real life, on a clock, on a license plate, you can do everything by yourself. But life is to be shared. So make sure that you're partnering up with the right spirits, and you can become a force. Honor your commitments and the people around you. Don't judge, just listen. So a great card to let you know that once again, you may be detaching from unhealthy partnerships to bring in the correct partnerships that need to be in your life, romantic-wise, friendship-wise, family member-wise, job-wise, health-wise, to align you to embrace more balance into your life as well, okay? And this is also why I really feel like 0707 came out. This one says, compromise. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. So this is going to be like a very much self-awareness type month. 1515, the big break, an opportunity, help, extra cash, or support is on your way in the month of November. So keep going and have fun when you're doing your day-to-day task. The most tremendous success comes from your passion. So make sure that you're being passionate towards whatever you're trying to build. What is this? 2020, compassion. This one says, it is a confirmation that your assumptions and your beliefs are correct, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and use your gifts because they will benefit you and your pockets, okay? So don't be afraid to utilize basically your potential. And in 0909, new beginnings, cardinal signs, okay? Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major in the month of November. It feels good to level up, right? So make sure that you're closing out any old chapters so the new one can begin and open up for you in the best possible way, okay? So cardinal signs, like I said, this is going to be a month where it's going to feel a little challenging. It's going to feel like you have to hold on and maintain composure, maintain discipline, no matter how hard it gets. But I do feel like, of course, with the star card coming out last for y'all, I do feel like there is going to be some sort of new, like renewed hope, renewed inspiration, renewed ideas, renewed goals happening and coming into your life, pouring into your life. It's going to just take a little time to get there, okay? So with the 7 of Cups coming out, just make sure that you're just maintaining, looking out, keeping your options open, dreaming, manifesting. What are you working towards? Maintaining, working towards your vision no matter how hard it gets. This is all about how you're nurturing yourself, nurturing your goals, nurturing your health, nurturing your discipline and peace, and nurturing how you are keeping yourself committed towards your spiritual practices, your day-to-day routines, and your visions and your goals of where you want to see yourself, especially for 2026, okay? So cardinal signs, we got some work to do. We got some work to do for the month of November, okay? Because this is going to be all about how you are maintaining, keeping yourself aligned with your higher self, and making sure that you're not getting distracted by the challenges, the bullshit, and the chaos of life. Because you got this, and you're going to definitely get to where you need to be, okay? So just keep your head high and keep moving forward, okay? Cardinal signs, this was your reading. I hope I gave you much clarity. Thank you so much for checking in with me on your monthly forecast reading, okay? And I will see y'all asses next month. Bye, y'all.